Trust. What a beautiful word. What a dangerous delusion. You have been taught since childhood that trust is the foundation of relationships, that trust is noble, that trust is necessary, that without trust, society collapses and we descend into chaos. They lied to you. Grave is full of trusting people. The throne belongs to the skeptical. Let me take you back to Florence, 1498. I was young, idealistic, serving the Republic. I trusted my colleagues. I trusted the institutions. I trusted that merit and dedication would be rewarded. Then, the Medici returned. My friends betrayed me. My allies abandoned me. The Republic I served collapsed, and I was tortured, imprisoned, and exiled. This was not my first lesson in trust. It was simply my most painful. But it taught me everything I needed to know about human nature, and what I learned, I will now share with you. First, understand this: trust is not real. It is a social construct, a comforting fiction we tell ourselves to make living among other humans bearable. What we call trust is actually a calculation. When you say you trust someone, what you really mean is, I have calculated that betraying me would cost them more than it would benefit them. This calculation is what keeps people honest, not their character. Think about it honestly. Why does your business partner keep his word? Is it because he is a man of honor? Or is it because breaking his word would destroy his reputation and cost him future opportunities? Why does your employee stay loyal? Is it because they love you? Or is it because they need the paycheck and finding another job would be difficult? Remove the consequences of betrayal, and you will discover who people truly are. I watched this principle play out countless times. The most trusted advisor becomes a traitor the moment a better offer appears. The most loyal friend abandons you when associating with you becomes costly. The most devoted ally switches sides when the winds of power shift direction. This is not because people are inherently evil. This is because people are inherently self-interested, and self-interest is the only reliable human motivation. Here is what most people do not understand: everyone wears a mask. The face they show you is not their true face. It is the face they need you to see. The loyalty they display is not their true loyalty. It is the loyalty that serves their interests in this moment. You trust people because you want to believe in goodness. You want to believe that others care about you as much as you care about them. You want to believe that relationships are about more than mutual exploitation. But wanting something to be true does not make it true. Let me give you a test. Think of the person you trust most in the world. Now imagine this scenario. They are offered $10 million to betray you. The betrayal will destroy your life, but they will face no consequences. No one will ever know it was them. They will be rich, safe, and free. Do you still trust them? If you hesitate even for a moment, you understand my point. The truth is this: trust is a luxury of the naive. It is the opiate we use to numb ourselves to reality. It is easier to trust than to constantly evaluate, constantly calculate, constantly guard. But ease and safety are not the same thing. So what should you do instead of trust? You should verify. You should create systems. You should align incentives. You should make it more profitable for people to be honest than dishonest. You should make betrayal costly and loyalty rewarding. Never rely on someone's character when you can rely on their self-interest. Self-interest never sleeps. Self-interest never wavers. Self-interest is the only loyalty that lasts. Let me tell you something that will disturb you. Betrayal is not the exception. It is the rule. People do not betray you because they are monsters. They betray you because betraying you makes sense. They betray you because it serves them. They betray you because when forced to choose between your well-being and their own, they will always choose themselves. This is not a moral failing. This is human nature. Let me explain the 3 laws of betrayal that I observed throughout my life. The first law: people betray when the benefit exceeds the cost. Every person has a price. Some prices are higher than others, but everyone has one. Your most loyal friend will betray you if the reward is great enough and the risk is small enough. This is mathematical. This is inevitable. I saw princes overthrown by their closest advisors, not because these advisors were evil, but because betrayal offered them power they could never achieve through loyalty. I saw business partners destroy each other over gold. I saw family members plot against family for inheritance. The person who says I would never betray you is either lying or has not yet been offered enough. The second law, people betray when they feel threatened. A cornered animal bites, a desperate person betrays. When someone believes their survival or success is threatened, loyalty becomes a luxury they cannot afford. This is why the powerful are always in danger from those closest to them. Your second in command is always evaluating whether they would be better off with you gone. Your most trusted advisor is always aware that you could replace them. Your closest ally is always calculating whether you might turn on them first. Fear makes traitors of everyone, and everyone is afraid of something. Third law, people betray when circumstances change. The person who was loyal yesterday may betray you tomorrow, not because they changed, but because the world changed. What was advantageous before is now costly. What was safe before is now dangerous. What was profitable before is now a loss. When the Medici were in power, I was their enemy. When the Republic rose, I served it faithfully. When the Medici returned, those who had served the Republic with me suddenly discovered they had always been Medici supporters. Did their character change? No, their circumstances changed and they adapted. Loyalty is contextual. It exists only as long as the context supports it. So why do people pretend otherwise? Why do we maintain this fiction of unconditional loyalty and eternal friendship? Because the truth is too uncomfortable. Because acknowledging that all relationships are transactional makes us feel alone. Because admitting that everyone uses everyone makes us feel dirty. But feelings do not change facts. And the fact is this: you are surrounded by people who would betray you under the right conditions. The only question is, what are those conditions, and how do you prevent them from occurring? Here is what the powerful understand. You do not prevent betrayal by trusting people. You prevent betrayal by making betrayal unprofitable, difficult, and costly. You create systems where loyalty is rewarded and betrayal is punished. You diversify your dependencies so no single person can destroy you. You maintain leverage over those who might harm you. You keep your plans private until they are irreversible. You trust no one with everything. This is not paranoia. This is architecture. You are building a structure of power that can withstand human nature instead of pretending human nature does not exist. Now, I must tell you the most dangerous truth of all. The people most likely to destroy you are the people closest to you. Why? Because they have access. Because they know your weaknesses. Because they know where you are vulnerable. And because they have the most to gain from your fall. This is the paradox of power. The very people you need most are the people who can harm you most. Your most trusted advisor knows all your secrets. Your closest friend knows all your fears. Your business partner knows all your financial vulnerabilities. Your spouse knows all your emotional weaknesses. These people have the keys to your destruction. And someday, some of them will use those keys. Let me tell you about history's greatest betrayals. Julius Caesar was not killed by his enemies. He was killed by his friends, by Brutus, the man he loved like a son. Why? Because Brutus was close enough to strike. Jesus was not betrayed by the Romans. He was betrayed by Judas, one of his 12 disciples. Why? Because Judas had access. Every fallen leader was brought down not by distant enemies but by close allies. Every destroyed business was sabotaged not by competitors but by insiders. Every broken heart was shattered not by strangers but by those we loved. Proximity is danger, but you cannot avoid proximity. You cannot rule alone. You cannot build alone. You cannot succeed alone. You need people close to you. This is the trap of power. So what do you do first? Trust no one completely. Even your closest allies should not know everything. Even your most loyal followers should not have access to everything. Even your most trusted confidant should not control everything. Compartmentalize your power. Divide your knowledge. Separate your resources. Let no single person be able to destroy you if they turn. Second, watch those closest to you most carefully. The enemy you can see is no. The enemy who will kill you. The enemy who will kill you is the one you do not suspect, the one you have welcomed into your inner circle, the one you have given power and knowledge and access. Watch them, not with obvious suspicion, but with quiet awareness. Notice when their interests diverge from yours. Notice when they accumulate too much power. Notice when they start building their own faction within your structure. Third, make yourself too valuable to betray. As long as they need you more than they would benefit from your destruction, you are safe. The moment this calculation changes, you are in danger. Maintain your usefulness, maintain your uniqueness, maintain your control over critical resources. Make sure that betraying you would cost them more than staying loyal. Fourth, create competing loyalties. Never let one person become too important to you. Never become too dependent on one advisor, one ally, one friend. Have backups, have alternatives, have contingencies. If one betrays you, you should be able to replace them immediately without significant damage. This is not cruelty, this is survival. I had a saying in Florence, keep your friends close and your potential successors uncomfortable. Not because I was paranoid, but because I was realistic. Anyone who could replace me would eventually try to replace me. This is not personal, this is positional. Let me be very specific about who you should watch most carefully. Watch the ambitious. Ambition is useful, but it is also dangerous. The person who hungers for power will eventually hunger for your power. Watch the resentful. Anyone who feels they deserve more than they have received is already halfway to betrayal. Resentment is poison that slowly accumulates until it explodes. Watch the needy. People who depend on you too much will eventually resent that dependence. Dependency breeds resentment. And resentment breeds betrayal. Watch the praised. If others start praising your subordinate more than they praise you, that subordinate is becoming a threat. Public opinion is power, and power attracts betrayal. Does this mean you should live in constant fear? No. It means you should live in constant awareness. Fear is emotional. Awareness is strategic. Fear paralyzes you. Awareness protects you.